All in all, though, I'm just glad we have officially found out the real reason and the truth as to why Dylan Raiola chose Nebraska over Georgia. And I'm curious. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think about this? And would you have done the same thing? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you better strap in, lock in, buckle up, because for those of you that don't know, it's signing day. And the ironic part about all this is probably as to when you're seeing this video, there's already been at least 10 to 15 crazy different flips. And trust me, when this video is being uploaded and you're watching it, I'm already working on the next video, so come back later tonight. I'm excited to see what happens later today, but for now at least, we gotta talk about this Dylan Raiola controversy. As we all know, 5-star quarterback, he winds up flipping from Georgia to Nebraska. We've talked all about it. You should know who he is. And some of you may or may not remember, I stated that more than likely, money wasn't too big of a factor in his decision. Why did I state that? Because of the obvious. It always seemed like he wanted to go to Nebraska because number one, his dad played there, and number two, his uncle's on the coaching staff. But the only thing that deterred him from going there in the first place was, well, the obvious. Nebraska sucks. Well, now it seems like Matt Rule's rebuilding that program, and unless something crazy happens, Dylan Raiola is pretty much guaranteed the starting position. But however, it appears to seem that money was an extremely big factor in all of this. And guess what, guys and girls? This topic is so important. This is the one and only thing we're going to be talking about. And you guys know how important a topic and situation has got to be for it the only thing we speak on in one video. Strap in, buckle up, get you a snack, get you some popcorn, get you your favorite meal you like to eat when you watch a video. But all right, Matt, blah, blah, blah. Shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Actually, hold on. Hope you guys don't mind too much. I'm looking at some of the comments on the previous video, and I'm not going to read off 4 or 5. Don't worry. But I'm going to read off 1. Crazy to see the growth of this channel. Been watching since 50K, man. So you've been here for a long time. But continuing along here, you got a ton of loyal and long-term fans. Proud to be a part of the community, Matt. All right, what the crap? No, dude. Oh my gosh, man. Are you serious, my brother? I thought this was a great comment. We're starting out the video in a good way. You know what? I'll let that slide. I'll let it slide. On a serious note, I really appreciate those kind of words, and I'm just excited and as ecstatic to be a part of this community as you guys are. I hope you continue to enjoy the college football content for many years to come because we're not going anywhere. We just like to have a good time over here, talk about college football, crack a couple jokes here and there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you're not having fun in life, what are you doing? Without being too corny, I know I don't say it a lot, but I think it goes without being said. I think you guys know this. I appreciate y'all, and thank you for being a part of this journey with me, coming along with me, and I still feel like we're just getting started. I'm excited for what the future holds, but that is besides the point, Matt. Lock in. Let's get down to business. What in the world is going on with Dylan Raiola? Within the past couple of days, I talked to 3 guys, exactly 3 guys that reached out to me, and they gave me a lot of insight on the Dylan Raiola situation. They asked me not to say their names, but I'll just give you this much. These are very credible sources in the college football industry. And when I was talking about Dylan Raiola going to Nebraska, I said they'll probably only give him around, what, 200 to 300K in NIL at max. Well, the new number I've been told, and we'll check out some of these comments on the previous video because I asked you guys if you know anything about this, fill us in. But every single person I talked to, they told me it was well over 500K. And to be exact, the number is around 600,000. So let me dumb this down. Long story short, Nebraska gave Dylan Raiola $600,000, which is way, and I mean way more than I originally thought. They doubled what I originally thought they could give him. I said around 300K at max, and they gave him 600K, at least according to all the reports. And that's where things change a little bit for me because Georgia and Alabama are notorious for not paying these kids out of high school. They're not going to do it. They've made that exponentially clear. It's just not going to happen, and I don't see it happening anytime soon. Georgia and Alabama are so similar when it comes to NIL. They tell these kids coming out of high school, look, we're not going to pay you a dime because with or without you, we're going to compete for national championships. We don't need you. And it's true. The pitch that Nick Saban and Kirby Smart gives to all these guys is this right here. We're not going to pay you, but when you come here, more than likely, you're going to get a ton of sponsorships and brand deals, whatever you want to call them. Whereas if you go to, let's just use Nebraska, for example, like we're talking about here, and you go 4-8, well, a quarterback or a running back or wide receiver on a team that's 4-8 and not a top 10 running back in the league isn't going to get too many sponsorships and brand deals. Where I'm getting at with this is I think money might have played into this decision a little bit more than I originally thought. You also got to think about this. This isn't a grown man. This is what? How old is Dylan Raiola? Is he 18 now? You're telling an 18-year-old kid, okay, you got 2 options on the table. You can either go to Georgia, get $0, and more than likely, you're going to have to battle it out for a starting spot, or you can go to Nebraska. You're guaranteed the starting spot, and oh yeah, we'll give you $600K. $600,000? That's That's a lot of money. Let me try to relate to this. So you know your boy White Randy, my 7th grade PE class team, those are my homies. Those are my day ones. I wouldn't switch up on them guys for anything even till this day. We were back-to-back middle school PE champions. In 7th grade, we did lose one game in the regular season, but we won the championship. But in 8th grade, we ran the table. And those are my guys. But if someone would have came up to White Randy after winning that championship in 7th grade PE class and said, hey, I know you got a great team, but if you come to the 0-12 team I got over here, I'll give you $600,000. I'm sorry. You just got to respect my decision. I'm out. So yeah, man, I get it. I understand why Dylan Raiola, he went to Nebraska. Family's there, he's going to start, and plus he got a ton of money. Check out what Razorback had to say. Shout out to Razorback, always commenting on the videos. You would have to make me the richest man in the world for me to decommit from Georgia and commit to Nebraska. Funny you said no way Nebraska wins no 10 games. They lost 5 games by 1 score. Only one of those was a touchdown. They committed 31 turnovers on the season, with 25 coming from the quarterback position. Commit even half of those turnovers by the quarterback position, and there's 5 more wins or a 10-2 regular season. That is how close this team was to not sucking. I don't think a lot of people commenting about Nebraska here actually watch any of those games. The devil is in the details. Oh, here we go. Are we really about to do this? Do you want Matt to get worked up and get all analytical on you, bring out the stats? Because I will. Trust me, I got time today. Or actually, I really don't, because I need to hurry up and talk about some of this recruiting news, but I'll just give you this. This comment right here is the definition of playing the biggest what-if game all day long. He basically said if we didn't commit 31 turnovers and we traded out the quarterback and then we scored on the possessions where we didn't turn over the ball, we would have won 5 more games. Like, what? I see what you're trying to pull off, but you can't do that. You can't say, well, oh, if we didn't have 31 turnovers. Dude, the bottom line is you had 31 turnovers. It happened. And guess what? I love me some Dylan Raiola. I think he's got a ton of potential, but he doesn't make you 5 games better. Don't care what any of you say. Well, let me clarify on this. He doesn't make you 5 games better in his freshman season. No way. Nebraska fans, how many times do I got to teach you this lesson, you old man? You suck, and you're going to continue to suck next year. It's not even an argument. It's just delusional Nebraska fans every offseason. They come into the comment section, they tweet at me, Matt, we're going to shock you, we're going to shock the world, and you never do. And guess what? The only thing you're doing is lowering your mental health because you're getting your hopes up. When you got people saying, oh, if we'd have had a better quarterback, we'd have went 10-2, that's delusional and wishful thinking. You know what's realistic? You should say whenever Dylan Raiola starts and he's ready and he's developed, we should win 7 games. That's what the number should be. I live in reality. Nebraska fans don't, or at least some of them don't. If you want to play this what-if game, I can do this for last year. Last year, Alabama finished the regular season 10-2. And they were 2 plays away from being undefeated. 2. But guess what? Those 2 plays happened. So it is what it is. Man, what is this username? Matt B. Black. Wait a minute. I've seen this username before. The amount of usernames that are Matt B. something has got, I think I've seen at least 15 or 20. Nah, this might be the best one though, because it's, I'm in a Pooch Iced Tea mask. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where did you get that picture? I don't know, but let's read off this comment here. Nebraska fan here. Okay, so Matt B. Black's a Nebraska fan, and I love your videos, man. Thank you for the kind words. Rumors have it that he is making... Oh, yeah, that's what I reported on. Wait a minute. Who's your sources? Must be the same as mine. $600K per year here, and we have plenty of NIL money due to the alumni money and an extremely large fan base. I hope to God Nebraska is back because these past 20 years have been dreadful, and yeah, they have been. I feel bad for them. And what's really funny about all of this is, and I meant to give this earlier, sorry, I've been all over the place in this video, is whenever Dylan Raiola announced he's decommitting from Georgia or he's flipping, whatever you want to call it, Georgia fans immediately turned on him. Georgia fans went from saying, oh, yes, he's going to be the top quarterback in the nation to, oh, yeah, we don't care about him. He was a freshman. He hasn't proven anything. He flips everywhere and blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes. Someone said, man just lowered his ceiling from Heisman winner to Bahamas Bowl MVP. Good luck. Hey, man, it is what it is. You're just upset you didn't get Dylan Raiola, and it's still to this day boggles my mind how grown men get upset when a young kid at that, doesn't even want to go to your college. Like, who cares? Even as a kid, I remember being 14, 15 years old and seeing all these grown-ups get worked up about a 5-star recruit decommitting from their school. Who cares? It's really not that big of a deal. Why are you so worked up with it? It's his life, not yours. Maybe it's just me, but I've always thought that was weird. I'm on my own business. I stay in my lane. Yes, I report on the news and whatnot, but it's part of my job, and I really could give 2 craps as to where Dylan Raiola plays his college football at. All in all, though, I'm just glad we have officially found out the real reason and the truth as to why Dylan Raiola chose Nebraska over Georgia, and I'm curious. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this, and would you have done the same thing? There's many more things I could say. Let me know your thoughts down below about that.